Hey guys, this is Zach Cummings, UFC welterweight, middleweight, and light heavyweight. Check out Hung Overhand Right.
This is Hung Overhand Right, and this is the UFC Fight Night. Sandhagen versus Nurmagomedov. Name you've never heard before.
Hell of a fight night.
Preview show.
So pumped.
Seth, Dylan, Jonathon, Sandhagen filling in for Chad. No Chad today.
This could easily be a pay-per-view with a title
Yes.
up at the top.
Yes, and this is the type of thing where they're the Abu Dhabi guys. They provide the UFC with a lot of money, and then they're like, "We're bringing you something good."
And they provide them with fighters
And
that
what
can't
do you-
fight here.
What do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shara is on the card.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Do you feel shocked?
Yeah.
Shocked.
Yeah.
So we've been talking about posters a lot lately. I feel like that's a good one.
That's a dope one.
I like that.
What's
poster.
Sandhagen looking at?
His future.
What's Umar looking at? What is Shara actually looking at?
Yeah, well, that's
A couple of things.
we'll never know.
Still in this.
Whatever, dude.
Yeah, obviously main event: Cory Sandhagen versus Umar Nurmagomedov. Cory's kind of getting fucked and having to just prove himself over and over and over and over.
Didn't he ask for this, though?
Yeah.
Well, I
He
think
would fight him when nobody.
it was
was
supposed to
booked
happen.
before, yeah.
And then
But
what
yes.
happened?
Nobody wanted to fight Umar.
Marab was getting title shot.
No. This fight was booked at one point. I
Yeah,
thought.
but
Umar backed out.
I'm saying, you're saying what
Why
happened?
did that fight fall
Oh.
out the first time?
it was on Umar, and it was like pretty close to fight day, if I'm not mistaken.
Nurmagomedov withdrew. That's all it says.
So I feel like, okay, well, I guess they fought since then. Or Umar did.
Yeah, once. Did
Sandhagen
Cory?
hasn't.
Yeah, I don't think Cory did, but I mean, he was probably like, he saw the landscape.
I feel like after...
No, he did. He fought Rob Font.
Okay.
But
I
he
feel like
And
after...
remember he wrestle fucked the dog shit out
yes,
of
he
him.
did.
I feel like since it was canceled, they both fought once. Cory could have just avoided this altogether. But it's like he wants to do it.
Well, that's what I was
Well,
going to say. He was
yeah.
looking at the landscape. He was seeing the Marab and Sean stuff brewing, and he was probably like, I got to do something
Yeah, I can't wait.
to like get me there.
Yeah.
I don't want to be below.
This is-
But also, he's he's just one of those bad motherfuckers, and he's fighting the guy that nobody wants to fight.
It's so risky, too. Dude.
It's like,
But he doesn't care.
he's going to do the UFC a solid.
They're going to do him a solid.
They do him a solid.
Yeah.
I hope so, because
They're-
if he loses this, man... What's Umar, like 10?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I
He's
honestly,
down there.
I don't know that it hurts Cory that bad. I don't think it's going to be devastating.
This
If
is
he
like...
loses?
yeah.
This is like Dustin St. Denis, dude. If
He'll-
St.
he'll-
Denis won that, like, Dustin's fucked for a while.
Yeah, he'll be fucked for a little while. He'll have to rebuild, but he's still going to get there, man. Cory's going to be champ.
Umar's 10.
Umar's fucking 10. Sandhagen's 2.
Yeah, I mean, especially if Umar is as good as people think he is, and Cory's already lost to him, it's tough.
Right.
Anyways,
I don't know.
we'll get into that later.
Yeah, sorry.
6-fight main card, no low-key banger. But
Can we...
this main card's pretty solid.
Let's acknowledge Mackenzie, Dern, and Loopy, though, huh?
I'm a little loopy
Definitely
right
Mackenzie
now.
Dern, but I also think Loopy's
Yeah.
kind of cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been hitting the nose a time or two. You
Ah.
can definitely tell.
Menefield getting
That's
back in there
character.
after his great outing against the Black Jag.
Dude, Mirzakanov, you had Mirzakanov on your
Yeah.
list that we haven't put out yet.
Yeah.
Dudikovic.
And
too.
I think we see more of that happening to Alonzo.
That's a tough bounce back for Alonzo.
right.
Because is Mirzakanov not ranked? Am I making that up?
Yeah, I think you're correct on that. You're not making that up.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not even-
he was. He's not now.
He's not even top 15.
Oh, wait, 14.
Oh, there he
yeah,
is. There he
14.
is.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess Menefield 15
I don't
makes
consider
sense, but
anything outside of 10 being ranked. I know they technically are,
Oh,
but who pays attention to that?
that's stupid of you.
Dontel Mays back in there.
That's the name you wanted to bring up?
Yep.
Look how
It
good
just
Dudikova
jumped out
looks.
at me.
Yeah.
She looks real good in that picture, not going to lie.
Who?
Dudikova.
Oh, she's cute.
Yeah,
Jai Herbert. I'm a Jai Herbert guy.
Yes. Jai Herbert's
Yeah, he's
awesome.
cool.
This Bedoya guy, he came in there short notice against Chaos Williams and
Bedoya.
gave him the what for. I mean, lost,
What
but
for?
Yeah.
was like banging with him.
Chaos is a tough fucker, though.
Yeah. Jordan Vucinic, I've talked about this guy a couple times. We literally talked about him last week.
Yep.
He was fighting the Cage Warriors.
You were
and I was-
like, he's going to be in the UFC.
and now short notice. Short notice, he comes in against Guram
You did. I mean, you spoke that into existence.
Yeah, totally.
You're like, this guy, he's got to be in the UFC at some point.
How I said it?
Something like that.
Yeah, probably.
A
Very,
lot of passion.
but not monotone enough. But he's fighting Guram. I mean, people think Guram's really good. We just watched Guram and Elvis Brener. We're going to talk about later.
Yeah. Kind of. Yeah.
Vucenic can strike.
Like, if I could use one word for that fight that we watched, it would be,
Yeah.
Jama.
I mean, he won, but it was just kind of like,
Yeah. No, he lost.
Oh, he lost.
Brener beat
Brener
him.
won
Yeah.
that?
Anyways, all right. 6-fight main card. You guys ready to get into it?
Yeah.
Was born ready, John.
All right. That's a fun one. I like this one. Not the biggest names, but kicking off the main card. Joel Alvarez versus Elvis Brener.
Chad, nickname on that one?
Joel, help me out, Chad. Sandhagen?
L, what is it actually?
El Fenomeno.
Phenomeno. What's that translate to?
20-3, coming off of a win over Mark Chiesa. Had a really ugly loss to Sarukian before that. Fighting out of Spain, 31 years old, 6 feet 3 inches tall. At 55.
Dude, his head, he has a big head on him. He's got a melon.
Melon.
He does.
And Sarukian's elbows found it.
Yes.
Elvis Brener, 16-4, coming off of an ugly loss to he who created fire in Brazil. Fighting out of Brazil, 26 years old, 5 feet 10 inches tall. Dylan, me and you just got done watching these guys.
I like Alvarez.
Alvarez has some gross knees and a good jab, and
Really sticks him with the jab.
and is cool with like banging. Like he's fine with banging.
He is completely okay with standing and throwing some nasty shit.
His
20
last fight was fun.
20 wins, 17 submissions.
Yeah, that's insane.
Was he 5-2 UFC, we said?
Yeah.
And 3 of those are subs?
Are they a bunch of different
Yes.
subs, or are they like mostly the same thing?
Darce,
Armbar,
The Darce was
guillotine,
nasty.
guillotine, armbar,
Guillotine.
Triangle.
triangle, yeah, Darce.
I feel like,
Guillotine.
but again, none of these are in the UFC. Like, he had, 3 in the UFC?
He's got a shitload of gillies.
The Darce
bro.
against Chiesa.
armbar, gilly, Darce in the UFC.
But his whole career, he's got a lot of gillies.
Armbar.
He doesn't get silly. He jumps that gilly.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, he jumps them all.
But I feel like we talked about this a little bit earlier. These guys that are super dangerous on the mat, particularly on their back, they get
It's
to
scary.
a certain point of opponents they fight that it just kind of
Neutralizes.
right,
Yeah, I mean, guys stop getting caught
right,
Or, yeah.
with
right.
this shit, and really like, I'm a big Alvarez fan, but 11% takedown defense is
But
not good.
It's almost like you said. They almost like welcomes it though because he is so dangerous on the ground.
He jumped a gilly against Chiesa and he swept him and got on top and
But again, all these guys he's going to be fighting are not all going to be like Chiesa.
Yeah, and you know
Which
what?
Chiesi's good, but you know what I mean.
And
I
they've got a lot of game tape to watch to
yeah.
avoid all of that.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately for Alvarez, I'm not saying I'm picking Brener, but Brener, I mean, he was taken down Oralby, who is like a Russian. I could be wrong about
He
Russia,
had
but
some
he's a
good scrambles,
grappler.
too. Like, he's not a bad grappler. God, he's only 26 years old too.
He just
Oralby is a tough name.
he has had his last fight really bad weight cut. The video came out with him and Charles in the sauna and shit, and clearly a horrible weight cut for Brener. And so the gas tank, Alvarez, I'm 100% confident that he can out gas tank him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think it'll come down to that, honestly.
Probably.
I could see Brener getting on top and staying on top for a while.
You think so?
I could.
I think
11% takedown, dude. Fucking, you could take him down.
But if if maybe 12 years ago, but if this ends up staying on the feet, Alvarez has got the advantage all day, in my opinion.
I mean, 5'10" versus
I agree.
6'3". Alvarez, like I said off
Dude, that
camera,
jab, man, it's just so long, and he sticks.
not
that shit.
not the most like polished striker, but pumps the jab, dangerous with the knees up the middle. If you're shooting, you better be worried about them knees coming up the middle.
And he throws the rear knee too.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
a jump, like almost. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like kind of how Cowboy used to when guys would come in,
Right.
just pump that rear
Check
knee real
knee.
quick. Yeah, he's nasty, man. I really like the Alvarez.
Yeah, no, and one other thing to note, I mean, he's had some time off, a couple cancellations. His last fight was against Chiesa last July.
Why was he pulling out of these?
Visa issues against Klein, and Alvarez withdrew against Raumbetsky.
They need to tell you why. It's annoying.
Rebecca's nasty. That would have been a fun one.
Yeah. I don't know.
But again, I
saw Rebecki get.
Yeah, that's true. But the time off, man, I don't. If it's not too long, what'd you say, July of last year?
Yeah, a year ago.
So a year.
And he's,
30.
What did I say? 31. Like he's
I
not.
I don't dislike that.
No. Especially. Well, I was gonna say he took some losses. He did, but they weren't like back to back or anything. But
right.
Either way,
Armin Sarukian's one of them, though.
Yeah, that's tough.
Right.
He got his head smashed open. Odds -119 Alvarez, -101 Brener. That's
a pick'em.
I guess that makes sense.
I like Alvarez so much in this one, dude.
Open -185 Alvarez. Like I said, I could see Brener just playing the top game longer.
I could see Alvarez at least threatening a sub, creating a scramble, and getting back up.
Yeah. I can see that.
Or sweeping. He's just something, taking the back.
Like you kind of said, he needs to get out of the habit of
You can't
letting them take you down.
You can't rely on that shit because these guys they're going to get too good.
Yeah,
that's just all there is to it.
And Brener trains with Chucky Olives, so
you very rarely see submissions off the back, and when they do, it's just rare as fuck anymore.
Yeah. Tapology votes, 616 of them, 58% Alvarez, 60% decision. I'm probably going to go Alvarez sub, I think, even though I'm a little worried about him spending time off his back.
I'm going to go Alvarez decision, but I wouldn't be surprised if Brener depletes the gas tank and gets caught in something.
Like Brener gets tired.
Brener gets tired and gets subbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go Alvarez decision.
Seth?
I got Alvarez decision as well.
Yeah. Even like against Chiesa, he got taken down, but he swept him. He got on top. He's obviously gross on top.
He locked up that Dars quick.
Yeah.
It was nasty.
Maybe this one he'll headbutt Brener and then immediately Dars him like he did in that one too.
He did headbutt Chiesa. I think Chiesa was just looking for a breather, which I don't blame him. If there's a clash heads and it's a headbutt, it should be stopped.
Clearly not on purpose.
But it wasn't, and Alvarez took advantage of it.
Yeah. Anything else there?
Nope.
All right, moving along. Mackenzie Dern versus Lupita Godinez. Mackenzie Dern, 13-5, coming off of 2 losses in a row.
Not good.
That sorry, go ahead.
Fighting out of LA, 31 years old, 5 feet 4 inches tall. I'm just going to call her Loopy. Loopy Godinez.
Yeah.
That's not her nickname, that's her name. 12-4, coming off a loss to Vera. Crazy Eyes, our favorite fighter.
Hey, well, she's going to be champ.
She wins.
Of the men's welterweight division.
Wins a lot. Fighting out of Guadalajara. 30 years old, 5 feet 2 inches tall. I'm wanting to say
5'2".
She may train it. I think she's down there with the team that Grasso has, her uncle, and Aldana and Lopez and shit. But she used to train in like Vancouver,
really,
BC. Yeah, I think it was like some wrestling connection she had. 'Cause she was like her sister's like an Olympic wrestler and shit.
Well, at least the weather's super similar.
Yeah, totally.
Mackenzie just has not looked good her past couple, dude.
Yeah.
Andrade?
Well, she started going on a losing streak after the divorce and all the drama and the court shit.
But against Angela Hill, and I know you hate Angela Hill, but like Mackenzie looked really good against her.
But then
was piecing her up on the feet.
180.
Yeah.
Like
But she's done that before. She's like somehow been surprising with her hands, and then she just like lost.
Dude, that Andrade one was bad.
I think the mental game she struggles with.
Yeah. I just don't know how you forget how to use your hands, because like you said, in the Angela Hill fight, her hands look probably better than they ever have.
Yeah.
But then you fight Andrade, and it was just like, dude, she was just lost in there, man.
Yeah, obviously.
I think she's fighting a lot of shit.
Andrade, obviously, she's a tank and she hits hard, but
losing to Andrade and Lemos back to back, like that, it is back to back losses. But those are two of the best girls you can lose to.
Sure.
Yeah.
The problem here to me is that Loopy is extremely well rounded. I mean, she used, like when she first came in the UFC, she was like wrestling and just like grinding these chicks out.
Exactly.
And now goes to train with Alexa's uncle. And she's like beating up Tabitha Ricci on the feet.
But do we think does Dern get it to the mat somehow, some way?
She needs to.
I don't think so.
Even if it's a guard pull,
she needs to do something.
I think if she does that, Loopy's okay.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think Loopy's getting subbed off
because Dern's
off her
nasty
back.
on the ground.
You don't think Loopy can get subbed by Dern?
Nah.
Really?
Because
I think that's the only way Dern beats her.
Mackenzie was.
I think.
Mackenzie was like pulling guard against lay motion shit, and lay motion was just like whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Loopy's too well rounded for her. Dern.
I think you're right. You're talking me into it.
At her, like, if you take her best striking performances in the UFC and her best grappling performances in the UFC and her best wrestling performances in the UFC, she probably beats Loopy. But we're not getting all those.
No.
At the same time.
I would love to see it if we did, though.
Yeah.
Me too.
No, if she puts it all together, dude, she's really good.
Yeah.
But
And she looks good.
man, I know I keep talking about it, but that Andrade one, man, that one was just so tough.
And even the commentary was like, what the hell
Rogan
is going
was
on?
like, she is, yeah. Wasn't it Rogan? I think it was Rogan.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, just like takedown accuracy, 15% for Mackenzie Dern.
Fuck.
Obviously, she's fought good chicks, but that's not enough.
I got Loopy.
For Loopy.
I got Loopy. Loopy all day. Decision.
I would have graduated high school with both these.
Wow.
guys.
These guys are voting with their cocks.
721 votes.
Per usual.
60. Oh, wait. Did I say the odds? No, I didn't say the
No.
odds. Minus 126, Dern.
Oh, really?
Plus 106, Loopy.
And okay, again, she could catch Loopy on the ground. She could.
I think she can.
And Loopy, I mean, Loopy has had some weird losses. I mean, Angela Hill, Luana Carolina, Jessica Penne.
Yeah.
But she's been on a good little run up until the Verna one.
Beating Tabitha Ricci on the feet is impressive.
Yeah.
Especially for Loopy, who like is not strictly a striker.
Yeah.
To whereas Ricci, that's her strong suit.
I mean, I think Ricci was the first fight that, because we watched Elise Reed, she threw her all over the place, fucking
right,
threw her around, kicked her ass on the ground,
mm-hmm.
and then she comes out against Ricci. I think that was her first fight down in Mexico with Alexa's uncle in that whole camp, and she looked exactly like hands like this, and was just boxing the shit out of Tabitha Ricci. I know it says split, but she definitely beat her.
I like Loopy as long as she can stay away from her legs throwing up for a sub attempt from Dern.
Yeah, my pick, if this goes to decision, it's definitely going to be Loopy. However, I'm going to take Mackenzie sub. I'm going to do it.
Mackenzie's definitely going to be, I mean, 2 inches taller, but she's going to be the more like physically imposing chick for sure.
She's got good top pressure.
Loopy's got that dog, though,
she does.
dude. She's tough.
721 votes. I don't know if I already said this or not.
Dern is tough, too.
You haven't yet.
61% Dern, 75% decision.
I figured there'd be a lot more sub votes.
Yeah. I'm going Loopy. I think it will be close, like a lot of these girl fights are.
I think this is definitely going to a decision, even though I'm taking Dern sub.
I could see it being a split, but I'm going to go Loopy.
Yeah, I got Loopy.
Taking Dern decision?
Yep. Nope.
Or
Dern
sub.
Dern sub.
All right.
I got Loopy decision, but if Dern wins, it will be by sub, not decision.
I want it for. I don't want her to go anywhere.
3 straight. This be tough.
Yeah.
Be tough.
Yeah. I don't think they'd cut her though.
Kind of like
No.
down like 3 in a row, getting. I guess
Beat by less
depending on who
girls.
you ask.
Didn't
Less
Cynthia
better girls.
Calvillo lose
Less.
like 6 or 7 in a row before she got cut?
Yeah, she knew where the bodies were buried.
Yeah, she had something on them fuckers.
All right, anything else there?
No.
All right, next up. No. I'll do this.
What a
I'll do the
weird
intro first,
fucking
but
fight.
Yeah.
we need to get our stats guy on this. But Tony Ferguson versus Michael Chiesa. Tony El Kakui Ferguson, 25-10, coming off of 7 losses in a row.
About to be 8.
Fighting out of Ventura, California, 40 years old, 5 feet 11 inches tall. Michael the Maverick Chiesa, 16-7. The Maverick.
Yeah.
That's Logan Paul, bro.
3 losses in a row. Fighting out of Washington, I think more like Vegas, but 36 years old, 6 feet 1 inches tall. All right, stats guy off camera. Has there ever been a fight between 2 guys that have had a combined longer losing streak in the UFC?
10, correct?
10
I bet
combined.
I bet there's not. This has got to be
This
it.
got to be.
it.
10 combined losses.
Because you got to be a rare fighter to have a rare career to have 7 in a row and not be cut.
And this is on the main card.
I just don't see
What a
a
shit.
world where Tony wins. I just don't.
Michael.
Is this at
It's a 70.
welterweight?
It's got to be, right?
Yeah, because Chiesa, he's
Yeah.
been up to welterweight for a while.
Chiesa, now, Tony's
looking
not,
big too.
Tony's not going to.
He's a big welterweight.
He looks
Yeah,
big
that's
going to
be a factor for
Right.
sure. But Tony's not going to do this to him. But like, Chiesa hates when you get in his face and push him up against the fence and start hitting him.
Right.
He like against
Doesn't-
Holland, he was freaking
Yeah,
out.
he doesn't like getting bullied.
Chiesa is going to like sell out for clinching and dragging him to the mat. I think.
See, I kind of.
I think
You
he's got
think-
a better chance of
I
striking
feel
with
like
him.
Chiesa's going to feel like he can beat him up on the feet.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah. And Chiesa's
Not
kind
that-
of a
Not that he should,
he's
but
kind of an underrated kicker though too.
But at this
Yeah.
point, it's like, why not? You got to at least test it. You got to at least see what you
Right.
can do with Tony Ferguson because
I don't
everybody
think
else is
he's-
doing it.
I don't think he's going to
I
be worried
guess-
about Tony on the feet either.
I
now
guess
that you guys are saying that.
to counterpoint my point, like Tony, he's been just completely mauled on the mat by Dariush and Charles Oliveira. So
I think Chiesa can do that exact same thing.
I
to
think he
Tony.
needs to keep it standing until he's not successful at it anymore.
when Chiesa,
God, he got Darce twice.
yeah, and he's the Darce guy.
He's the Darce
Right,
guy.
he
Two of
is
it-
the Darce guy.
2 of his 3 losses in a row.
Was
Darce's.
the Darce guy.
But like when it's pretty simple with Chiesa. Like when he can't take you down, he kind of checks out.
Right.
I mean, Holland, he was deep on a couple takedowns against Holland and couldn't get him. It was pretty impressive by Holland, honestly.
But
And
again,
then-
Holland is young, active,
Right.
one of the top guys.
Big.
And I don't know if Tony's going to be able to defend takedowns
I-
like that. But the point is that if he does, if Chiesa's shooting and he can't get him, it's going to be bad.
But here's what's going to happen. Tony's going to throw something stupid like a cartwheel kick, or he's going to fucking go for an ankle pick or some bullshit, an Eminari roll, and that's going to force Chiesa to get on the ground.
Chiesa's just going to like get on top.
lay on top.
Man, I just don't see how Tony wins, man. I really don't.
I'd
don't
love
either.
to see it.
I don't know. I'm out. I'm over it.
I'm just
Get him out.
I've never been a Chiesa guy, really.
How much more time does a win by Tony, though?
A fight.
You know what I mean?
Listen to me.
Hey,
one of
it
these
buys
guys,
him another maybe
he would
one
have
or
to lose
two.
7 more in a row.
Listen,
to be in
the
danger.
loser of this fight needs to be cut or retired.
Well, and Chiesa's got the desk job.
exactly.
Like, he's
he doesn't
chilling.
need it. Tony needs this.
Right.
It's Chiesa, like, I mean, obviously, you're not doing this if you don't love it, but I feel like that's like the only reason he's doing it.
Because it's
Tony.
No,
Yes,
Chiesa.
sir.
it's a dub in his book.
Tony doesn't know
Care.
what love
He
is.
doesn't know what
He doesn't
Tony
understand.
doesn't-
I may not be a smart man,
Tony doesn't know how
but
else
I
to
know what
live.
love is.
Minus 400, Mike Chiesa.
Holy shit, it's that wide, huh?
Yeah, it came down 50 points
Wow.
from 450.
I'm riding with Chiesa.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
yeah, I mean, dude, he's seven in a row, bro.
Yeah.
And then they're all bad.
Yeah.
Can we go pull up his record? I want to see what started the loss streak. Gaethje, and Gaethje
That'll do
changed
it.
his
I mean,
face.
every one of them is good.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
all.
I
good,
guess
but-
depending on who you ask with Patty, but
I think the bad one for me that like because if you lose to Gaethje, Charles, Benil, Michael Chandler, the Nate,
Nate.
one, that's
Yes.
the one where I was like, okay,
You're
this
getting
is
finished by Nate. That's
Yeah,
a
but-
problem.
yeah, okay. I thought you were saying that.
Yeah, no, that's bad.
Right, an old Nate on his retirement fight, correct?
yes.
He
And,
doesn't have to win. He doesn't have to do anything.
and you get subbed, and he was bloodied all to shit.
Yeah.
Bro.
And
Which I know it's Nate. He's got good hands and shit, but
And
Another,
good jits, but
so Chiesa, like he's been taken down. Like when he can't get takedowns or he gets taken down like by Sean Brady, it's a problem.
he's not good on the
But-
bottom.
The thing, I was looking at this earlier, Tony Ferguson in his last 14 fights since Gleison Tebow, like since the fights after Gleison Tebow, how many takedowns do you think that he has had in his last 14
last
fights?
14 fights since 2015.
How many takedowns has Tony Ferguson hit in the UFC?
2.
I'm gonna say low because of how you're bringing this up, but there for a while, Tony was the wrestler, takedown, grappler guy.
That's why I'm bringing this up.
I'm gonna say 5. 1.
I said 2. What
He's
do I
had
win, bitch?
1 takedown
Against Nate Diaz.
in almost 10 years.
Against the takedown guy.
Oh
Yeah,
my
like
god!
He took down Gleison Tebow once, and then
0 until Nate
Thompson, Edson, Venata, RDA.
couldn't take down Edson Barboza.
I mean,
He won,
He
though.
probably. I mean, he didn't try. I'm
Right,
guessing,
right,
maybe, but
No.
either way, though, I mean,
That's wild. That's a cool stat, I guess.
so you're not. It's just
Is that from Tony falling in love with the stand-up, or just because he can't get takedowns
Well, I mean,
anymore?
obviously he was beating the shit out of guys on the feet. I mean,
I just think he doesn't want to be known as
See,
a
therefore-
wrestler.
There for a while though, man, he was kind of nasty on the feet.
Very nasty.
Like, remember that? Like,
he beat RDA for 5 straight
remember that
rounds.
meme of
Beat
like
the
all
shit
the
out of him.
people that Tony has fought and what they look like
Yeah.
before the fight
Yeah.
compared to after.
12 faces.
Yeah,
All of them
like he's
deranged.
fucking them up.
A lot of elbows.
I mean, to me, like obviously, he's probably not going to necessarily try to take Chiesa down, but I think that just kind of shows that like
Tony needs to try to do anything. he
Tony's
can to
not
win.
a high level grappler.
Not anymore.
I mean, I don't know if he ever was. He was just unorthodox,
Yeah,
and he
All-American, but
could wrestle, but
JUCO, right?
it was never. It's never like, okay, Tony's going to shoot a blast double, or he's going to hit a high crotch.
Which is hilarious because every time you see the guy, he's either doing that Wing Chun shit or he's literally like blast doubling.
He's shooting
He's
on
shooting.
yeah,
rolling
it's like,
around.
but it's nothing's ever like normal. There's no like
Yeah.
good technique
No,
takedowns or
It's just
anything
wild
like that.
shit. I don't know.
794 votes, 73% Chiesa, 51 decision, 44 sub.
How many people chose Ferguson by KO?
20
24%.
24% out of 27%.
I don't know what's worse: people thinking that Tony's going to knock out Chiesa, or people thinking Chiesa's going to knock out Tony.
Oh, no, I think it's worse.
Do I hope one of those happens? Yeah, that'd be cool. I just don't see
I think
either one of
it's
these
worse
guys
if
knocking
you're
each other out.
Picking
worse.
Tony. Well, I don't know. Actually.
I think it's worse. Tony knocking out.
Chiesa's not the most durable guy in the world.
I have
Yeah, but we're
Chiesa.
talking about right now. You know,
I'm taking Chiesa late fight, 3rd round sub.
I like 3rd round.
Seth?
Yeah, I was already taking Chiesa by you know what? No, I'm going to take Chiesa by decision.
I'm going Chiesa
I'm
decision.
going Chiesa decision.
Anything else on this one?
Bruce Lee's on my head,
Mm.
but don't call me a Lee head. Nope, got nothing.
Schmitz my schmo.
10 fight loss streak combined. It's weird,
Got to be a record.
and it's a main card. This one is intriguing.
Yeah.
Marlon Cheeto Vera versus Deiveson Figueiredo.
Chito.
Is this Fig's toughest fight? Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough to say. Marlon Cheeto Vera, 23-9-1, coming off a loss to Sean O'Malley. Really not close at all.
Got his.
From Ecuador,
Ass.
fighting out of California, 31 years old, 5 feet 8 inches tall. Deiveson, I think this is a weird one. I've heard Anik say it,
Oh,
like
I gotta see
Dace de Geha.
That's how it's pronounced.
I think so. Figueiredo,
Okay, I'm back.
23-3-1, coming off of 2 wins in a row, up a weight class.
He's only 5'5".
Fighting out of Brazil, 36 years old, 5 feet 5
He used to be
inches
tall in
tall.
this division.
So I think the size is going to be the most apparent
Yeah.
for this fight
And
going up.
Cheeto's way tougher, bro. He can take a
Cheeto
lot
just,
more
I
shit.
know this is like old news, but this guy cannot get going.
No.
Cheeto, he can.
Ever. Even when he wins, it's like he's lost 2 rounds and he front kicks Frankie or something. Like,
It's like he likes being in a close just war.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's I mean, if he doesn't finish him, if he doesn't finish Fig, this is going to sit.
Man, I was like dreading talking about this because I really don't know which way I'm going.
I mean, I'm just going to say it up front. I'm taking Fig
Really?
because I think he's going to mix the martial arts better, like I said earlier.
By decision.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Cheetos, I mean, he's
I
like,
think whoever wins, it
unfinishable.
will
Knocking
be,
out Cheeto. Fig's not knocking out Cheeto.
whoever. If fucking Sean O'Malley's knee hurt around the world doesn't knock out Cheeto,
Yeah.
That was
then
the flushest knee of all time.
yeah,
I mean,
and it was like
And it whipped his head back.
obviously opinions vary on Cody Garbrandt's level at this point, but I mean, he really like, he struck with him and was like, I'll do this for a little while. And he's like, okay, now I'm going to maul him on the mat. And then he just decided to do that and did it.
Yeah.
So I feel like we've seen the crazy wars from Fig, but he's also really high level
he's
in other areas.
he's more calculated than the wars show.
Yeah.
First round knockout.
I mean, sometimes he gets maybe a little carried away with like wanting to bang.
You can't do that with Cheeto though.
No.
Yeah.
And he should know that and shouldn't do
I'm
that.
surprised and not surprised you're taking Fig because you like always take Fig, but I'm taking Cheeto for sure. I feel
Uh,
I mean,
decision.
Fig 70% takedown D. Obviously, that's pretty good
for Fig or Cheeto?
for Cheeto. I don't think Cheeto's shooting.
I think Fig does.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
42% accuracy for Fig, but he's another guy that he doesn't need to hit just like a single. Like,
Right.
He can body lock to the back, drag you down.
I honestly do think that just good old fashioned size is a real big equation in this fight, because he's coming off of fighting O'Malley. He's fought O'Malley twice, who's a big guy.
Yeah.
And then now he's going, like, I just don't think there's going to be any real physical resistance that he's going to have to worry about with Fig.
See, but Fig was a big 25er.
Yeah, but now he's going to fighting bigger people.
But also,
I know, but he ran right fucking through Cody.
Fig's 36 years
Moreno's
old.
little ass beat him.
Fig's 36 years old, so at some point this is going to fall off a cliff. But I feel like Fig is really fast.
He looked great against
fast.
Cody. He looked fucking great
And
against
Cody
Cody.
was known for speed. That's
Right.
like his biggest accolade.
Like, I think these guys, although he's smaller, which I do think that will
Keep
be a factor.
hyping him up so you talk me into picking him.
Don't do it.
I think the speed will be a factor here because, again, Cheeto just he'll let you hit him,
I'm liking this. Keep going.
and he'll just wait on you to beat him for 2 rounds.
Okay. Okay.
And this is only 3 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
3 rounds.
All right.
You know.
That might have just sealed the deal.
And now we're gonna look at the odds,
Reminding me
and you're
that
gonna
it's-
want to pick Cheeto, but
I bet they're fairly close. Fig's the favorite?
I did not expect that.
No way!
I was gonna flip those.
Fig
Yeah.
is the fucking favorite. I was thinking the exact same way.
Plus
I'm taking the dog.
170.
He opened the favorite.
Yeah, -1, or I said plus
They
1.
might have fucked up. That
Minus
might- that shit
170.
flipped.
It opened minus
The
135.
votes are going to be the exact opposite. It's going to be like 85 to 15 for Vera. What is going on?
You don't know anything.
Apparently not.
80% Fig.
I thought me picking Fig would be a heavy dog.
Me too.
What in the hell, dude? Vera's been fighting for belts and shit, and
Listen,
Fig is it's like his 3rd fight in this weight
I think
class.
This is super disrespectful, Cheeto.
Yeah, but I mean, yes, but I think people saw him do nothing against Sean and
Yeah.
was like, God damn,
But
this
it's
is
Sean though.
It's Sean.
I know, but
You don't. I
gotta
can't believe
try.
I just said that, but you can't fuck around with Sean on the feet.
John
like
Jones
that.
doesn't try, and he's the best.
That's true. But I
I
again, like,
thought taking Fig would be like a hot take.
me too. But
83.
it's just like
That's crazy.
we have a big enough sample size of Cheeto just not going.
Not performing.
It's like he almost fights down.
Yeah. And obviously he's had highlight reel finishes, I get it, and he can do that to anybody, but
Man,
when guys avoid that, they just outwork him.
all right, I'm going Fig decision. It's locked in.
Not me. I'm taking the dog, the big dog.
Knockout?
No decision.
Big dog.
This fight-
What do they say? Big dog, you a cat or something? Migos?
Something like that. Bitch, I'm a dog. Woof.
Yeah, that too. What did you say? Knockout?
No decision.
Oh,
I think this fight will go decision either way.
yeah.
But I'm taking Fig.
And
Yeah.
honestly, if it doesn't go decision, I think it's because Cheeto got it somehow squeaked to finish.
We were talking about Fig on our very first pod at your house.
Yeah.
In Nixa?
The very first.
I'm pretty sure.
Well,
Okay.
the first
yeah.
Hozark.
I'm pretty sure. Well, I guess Chad was a Moreno guy. I know you.
Oh.
You two weren't at all.
I was going for Fig.
Yeah.
I was at the time, but I changed my mind real quick.
All right. Anything else?
We
on
That's
this?
just-
we saw Moreno.
I did not see any of that coming as far as odds and votes and all
No.
that shit. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I don't
dude.
agree with any of that.
I thought they would be just like
Just backwards.
completely
Yeah,
flipped.
flip it. A minus
Or
170.
close. I thought it might be a
Yeah.
pick me.
That's
you know?
crazy.
That's pretty shitty to do to Cheeto. And I'm not a Cheeto fan. I'm not a fan of either of these guys.
I don't mind Cheeto.
I don't really. I think I like Fig a little more.
I was gonna say I've kind of become a Fig guy since he went up.
Yeah.
I mean, he was,
But like you said, he's 36, so he's got to go.
Yeah.
And if he beats Cheeto, then he's right fucking.
And
but
they're-
in damage, Cheeto's like
The
46.
UFC is kind of giving him like
Where's
they're-
Cheeto at? Or I mean, Fig at?
They're the
He's
UFC
already
is putting
6.
the pedal down on his trajectory too.
Well, former
So-
champ. Former champ.
Well, I guess I can't really say that because like sometimes
Look,
guys
dude,
go
how
up and
is
they get
F-
an immediate title
Fig
shot.
is number 6 and Jose Aldo's 8.
Wait, is Cody? Cody's not even ranked.
Fuck no.
So he beat Cody and he's ranked 6.
Yeah, see, that's dog shit.
Oh,
Yeah, but he
Just 'cause he was
beat
champ.
who did he beat before that though? It was Rob
Rob
Font.
Font.
Yeah, I mean
That was a good one.
where's Font?
But I think the Cody thing was like, we just got to get Fig on 300. They wanted Fig on 300. And they got to find somebody for him.
Right.
All right, anything else here?
Let's go Cheeto, I guess. This would be the first and only time I probably ever root for him.
That is
horrible beard.
Mind-boggling.
Terrible beard.
Yeah, the beard needs to go, Cheeto. Like, what are we doing?
It should be a good fight.
Yeah, no, it'd be fun. All right, co-main event. I don't know how we talk about this last one, and then we talk about this
being the
in the co-main after.
Yeah.
I mean, I do know.
It's almost like the UFC really loved Shara.
Yeah.
Also called that.
Yeah, you did. Clanger, banger.
Shara
Clang.
Bullet.
Dang, bang.
Versus Michal Oleksiejczuk. One of my favorite names to say of all time.
You do say it a lot.
Michal Oleksiejczuk.
Yeah, and he used to have a cool nickname, doesn't anymore. Shara Bullet Magomedov, 13-0. Fighting out of Moscow, Russia. 30 years old, 6 feet 2 inches tall.
Padded record.
I'm throwback in this one. Lord Michal.
That's the best.
Oleksiejczuk.
Yeah, why would he change that?
Idiot. And now he's lost
3
of his last 4 since.
What happens?
19-8, coming off 2 losses in a row. Michelle Pereira, Kevin Holland.
No, that's completely okay.
Yeah, both pretty gross though.
Finish your shit.
Fighting out of Poland, 29 years old, 6 feet tall.
Okay, he knocked the dog shit out of Kevin Holland before he got armbarred.
Did.
That is what set up the armbar. Honestly, was him rocking Kevin Holland to his ass.
Yeah,
right?
Pretty crazy.
With all that being said, Lord decision.
See, Lord, there's an old saying, you probably never heard it before. Crowd the kicker. And no one on the planet that has ever fought anything ever has the crowd the kicker game plan in every fight more than Lord Michal.
Lord Michal is not going to play this we're going to kick each other at range shit.
You could have a baseball bat and he's going to try to crowd the kicker.
He's going to be in his shitter.
I just don't understand. If the guy's 13-0, he's scared. Everybody's scared to fight him. He's doing all this shit. Why not poke him in his one eye?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
yeah, okay, you get a point taken.
Accidentally. Oh, no, we get a point.
Oh, no.
He can't see anymore.
He's blind. He's blind. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? Just poke the guy and have a short night.
He got his vision taken.
Oh, no. A point taken. The guy can't fucking see.
Just do it.
Oh, God. What a fucking great point, dude.
Literally.
Oh, that's
I know
so good.
I was big up in Oleksiejczuk and the way he fights and shit, but I'm not really that confident, honestly.
I'm not super confident either.
Oh, I'm picking Shara, but that eye poke is there.
Who did Shara knock the shit out of his last go around?
It's fucking trickly.
Well,
yeah.
Last minute though, correct?
Yeah.
Because he was going to lose.
Dern's boyfriend.
He was about to lose to Lutterbach if Lutterbach didn't piss hot.
Yeah. Especially if he did.
I'm a big Lutterbach guy.
Yeah.
I really am, dude. That guy's a bad motherfucker.
Love Lutter.
Holy hell.
I don't know. It's like Shara, as much as I don't think he's that great.
I will say that's a sick picture, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He looks like a Mortal Kombat
He also looks
character.
like he's smoking a cigarette.
He has ropes wrapped around his arms. It's crazy.
That's.
But this guy, I mean, he is like athletically like a freak.
He's super
with his footwork and his kicks. Obviously, he doesn't really throw punches, but
I do say he throws nothing but kicks because he does. But it's like he's good at it.
They're good kicks.
See, I wonder why a guy with one eye is keeping you at bay.
Yeah,
away from his face.
Oh,
I don't know, man. I think. Well, let's do odds first.
I mean, dude,
him in the eye.
Captain Insano showed no mercy.
Yeah, dude.
Minus 240 Shara.
Wow. I agree.
Wow.
Even made it even further.
Yeah, open minus 175. But I get it. I guess when you look at Oleksiejczuk's lost 2 in a row, and he's also lost.
No, it all makes sense right now, but it's not going to for very much longer.
That win over Cheaty. I know I'm a big Cheaty guy, and you guys really aren't, but that's a good win in my opinion.
Yeah,
Cheaty's 9 feet tall and a great kickboxer.
Yeah. I guess I don't understand why. Okay, let me back up. I understand the bookies, they're going to make Shara the favorite here because they know people want to bet on him.
Right.
But if it's just like making the odds and you're not worried about people betting on it, who's the favorite, it shouldn't be this wide to me.
No.
Shara hasn't proven really anything in the UFC.
Yeah.
It's just that undefeated record, bro. And then, and it happens to always be a Russian.
Is he 3-0 UFC or 2-0?
He's 2-0.
So he beat fucking Bruno and Tricoli.
But he can only fight in Saudi Arabia.
Right,
So it's
right.
fucking-
That's the other
Well,
shit.
I think it's
No, it's-
just not in America.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe in a couple other countries too, but definitely
Yeah.
not in America.
He wouldn't get medically cleared in the States, right?
Yeah, they will not.
They
let him
got.
fight.
They got to. Dana's got to get somebody on that.
Yeah, she'd be like, "Well, we already did it with fucking Bisping."
Oh,
Dude,
unknowingly.
You remember the guy?
Right.
We've talked about this before. Not to go on a tangent, but the guy who had literally had no pec.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name. He had
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
muscle.
but that's just a muscle, though.
yeah.
But
It's not your fucking
not a
eye.
sense. It's
punch
not
his
one of your
heart.
senses.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
Yeah,
it's a tough example, but I see where you're. I see
mean,
where you're going.
that seems kind of dangerous too.
yeah. But an eye, though. Just
But
the fact that...
here's the difference. If you punched his other pec off, he could still fight. If you poke him in the eye, he's done.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
well, but eye pokes aren't allowed either way.
Here's the thing, though. If you accidentally eye poke him, a guy with two eyes, the fight is more than likely going to continue. But if you poke his one good eye, you're probably going to lose by DQ. Or at the bare minimum, be a no
Yeah.
contest. Which is bullshit for the eye poker because everyone else ever has
Just a little
two
slap on the
working
wrist.
eyes.
The simple rebuttal that anybody would ever have to say to that is that he's 13-0.
Meaning what?
Meaning
It
he
hasn't been a
clearly
problem
can
yet.
fight.
Right.
So-
The fact that he chose fighting as a career path
Yeah.
is crazy.
It's
Yeah.
pretty gangster.
He's one detached retina away from being fucking blind.
yeah. Forever.
That's crazy, dude.
Forever.
If I had one eyeball, I'm not going to be a professional fighter.
Fuck no, and I'm wearing goggles everywhere. I got shades on always.
Tapology, 380 votes. Not very many. 78%.
Magomedov knockout.
Shara, 65% knockout. I'm so like,
I'll take it.
I want to pick Oleksiejczuk, but I feel like that's just completely
I think it's
a
silly
hater
to do.
pick.
I'll be the hater pick. I'll go Lord.
But again,
I'll bet you on it.
I think the way Lord fights is a tough matchup for Shara.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
Not
I
when
like
he can't walk because his lace got kicked off.
Yeah, maybe a guy who is like a good striker at range, who's a better striker than Michal, is an easier matchup for Shara if they're going to stay at range and play the kick
He's not
game.
going to do that.
But Mihal's going to come forward and get in his face.
He's getting in his fucking ass.
I'm going Michal.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm going Shara, and I will bet you guys on that.
Both of us? 5 apiece?
Yeah.
Deal.
Damn, I don't want it.
Okay. Oh.
Chad, $5.
Yep. Put it down, Chad.
Dylan, say something controversial about Shara right now so I can cut it. So I can cut it out and put it on.
No,
online.
I'm going to be a good boy.
Anything else here
No.
on our co-main event?
Fuck sure.
All right, main event. Nobody that any of us likes is in this fight.
Shut your whore mouth.
We've never named a monkey after
He's
any
only
of these
the
guys.
goat of that division.
Cory Sandhagen versus Umar Nurmagomedov.
Let's go, Cory.
Sandman.
Let's fucking go, Cory.
Enter Sandman, Cory Sandhagen. I just made the enter part up, but 17-4, coming off of 3 wins in a row. Fighting out of Aurora, Colorado. 32 years old, 5 feet 11 inches tall.
Wasn't that where the Batman shooting was?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
That's
Wow.
where Brendan Schaub is from. And
Sorry to bring that up, but I just
hey, you know.
All right, we're back. Umar Nurmagomedov, 17-0. Fighting out of Chelyabinsk, Russia.
Shalabinsky.
Dobrovitsky.
Chelyabinsk.
28 years old, 5 feet 8 inches tall. He's short.
He is short, and he's only 28.
Yeah, 28.
And he's overrated as fuck.
This is going to be where we find out.
I'm undecided on the overrated part.
Me too.
He got dropped by Beksot. I know you forgot about Beksot. We talked about him. He's from Kazakhstan. He can strike. He's blonde. He's a good looking dude. But
Yeah.
debut was against Umar. He dropped Umar. Like not like bad, but he dropped him.
So Cody,
Yeah, but
Cory can absolutely do that.
People get dropped, though.
It's
But
true.
Cory can also wrestle his fucking cute little ass off. It's been
Now,
proven.
Umar, he got dropped, yes, but Umar is like a solid striker. He can strike a little bit.
For
He's
a
got
wrestler.
he's got good kicks.
Right.
And obviously, I think the wrestling threat is day one MMA shit. Sets up the striking. Khabib dropping Connor.
I'm going to give...
that's not going to happen.
It's
Cory.
striking advantage for Sandhagen, of course.
Yep.
Slight wrestling grappling for Nurmagomedov.
Maybe
5 rounds.
Maybe wrestling.
I think 5 rounds
But the
really
rest of the
helps
grappling
Cory.
departments, I don't know.
But again, if you got a good top game,
yeah,
I think he can keep Cory down.
I bet Cory's got a way better bottom game than he does.
There's just no.
But again, the bottom.
We talk about levels. I mean, I think Cory can wrestle Rob Font and Cheeto.
See,
but
that's what
the
I'm
level
saying. That's what I'm
is
saying.
different. I think. Not
He's
not
great.
to say
He's a
that he's
great-
just going to dominate him, but
He's a great wrestler against non-wrestlers,
right.
But against a guy like Umar, who we don't know.
I mean,
I don't think Cory's going to offensively wrestle at all.
I don't even know what we're talking about, dude. Cory's going to whoop his fucking ass. He's going to go on and win the fucking belt.
I hope you're
I
right.
think Cory. I think Cory's stuffing them takedowns.
you
Yes,
think so?
Yes,
Ooh.
I do. And I think he's going to feed him some knees.
Sprawl and brawl.
Now, being Cory obviously is going to come into this expecting the takedowns. That might not be a good thing.
I don't think he's going to open up as much.
Guys, I don't think...
And he might open himself up. Feint and take down.
I think one of his strengths is his fight IQ and his steel trap in his head.
I think you're right, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
Cory,
he's so smart.
he's smart and he doesn't get spooked and he's not scared of anybody. This is why I took this fight. He's very confident.
He's a
and
game planner, too.
He's like a big note taker, analytical guy.
Yeah.
He's a game
Like
player.
he
And
takes
guess who
it
else
to
is? John Jones.
he takes it.
People like that.
He takes it to an extreme, dude.
Yeah.
Cory's a psycho when
He's
it
a
comes
weird
to this
guy.
shit.
He started fighting because he was watching like fight films, like random street fights on YouTube and
Bum fights.
and Twitter and shit. And then he was like, I want to do that. I want to fucking kick ass. And then now he's number 2 in the world.
I
was just looking down at.
pull up Umar.
This
is it?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was looking at his regional scene stuff because we talk about Khabib,
A lot of these guys fight cans.
but
1-3,
Not really the case,
2-0,
necessarily.
0-1, 2-5, 2-1-1, 16-8. Okay, they're okay.
It's
All
less.
right,
It's definitely less the case for Umar.
Umar
Yeah.
really didn't get it as bad as some of the other
his
guys.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8th UFC or 8th MMA fight was in PFL.
Okay.
But with a last name like that, he's going to end up getting kicked out of the UFC because he owes like $3 million in taxes to the Russian government. And,
I hope Connor buys Khabib's entire car collection.
oh, that'd be so.
Wow,
That'd be great.
So funny.
that'd be a big fuck you. Minus 260 Umar, plus 220 Cory. That's way too wide.
That's crazy.
Unbelievable.
That
He's
is
number 2
crazy.
fighting the number 10.
Right, that's
Get
insane.
the fuck out of
And
here.
Cory open plus 330.
My lord.
That actually pisses me off.
Put your money on, if you're going to bet, dude, this is the one to
I
bet
think
on.
just a 5-round factor
Right.
makes that.
Umar, has he
stupid.
ever gone 5?
Nah.
Like even in his regional shit? Do we
Definitely
know?
not at this level. Definitely not at this level.
There's probably really no way of finding out. but-
Well, you gotta
Corey can go 5 all day, dude.
5.
His cardio's awesome.
Well,
okay.
He got a rear naked choke in the first round.
Oh.
3 5s, 3 5s.
3
No,
5.
Listen, 5 rounds absolutely
3 5.
absolutely benefits
3 5.
Sandhagen, dude.
Now, if Umar can do whatever he wants with the takedowns and wrestle a lot for 5 rounds, I have no worry of his gas tank. But if Cory's stuffing the takedowns and fucking kicking him in the body, punching him in the head,
and he will.
then
he's going to make
he
him
could
pay.
get tired.
I feel like
He makes people pay for shit.
I used to like take the whole never been 5 rounds thing. Like I used to weigh that really heavy, but not so much anymore.
No.
Like
people come out and surprise you.
right,
Especially
exactly.
the Russian guy.
Right, yeah, a
I
guy
mean,
like him, like
on
just because he
roids.
hasn't gone 5. I mean, it's obviously
but
not his fault.
I just think things aren't going to go his way for 5 straight rounds, which
No.
will make it a factor.
Right, I agree.
That's just unbelievably disrespectful.
Well, see, that's the thing with a super, like a great wrestler, grapple heavy guy. I know he's decent on the feet, like we said, but I feel like that game plan, if it doesn't work early in a long fight, you're fucked.
Yeah.
And Corey's great at managing distance on all aspects of the game, and he's got reach and height on this guy. And I would say he's faster, too.
Wow, the reach is not as crazy as what I thought. He's got 3 inches height, though.
Yeah.
But Cory's he's a skinny guy, but he's another like explosive
Wiry.
athlete, like
Yeah.
in out, jump
Very-
knees.
Very
like,
explosive. Thanks to, Frankie Edgar
I'm taking
Letting us
Cory.
see that. Yeah, I got Cory. I'm not even that worried about it.
I can't believe he's that big of a dog, man. That's craziness.
I think
Dog shit.
Umar, he might get a takedown or two, but
It's
Cory's
early.
getting up.
Right. He'll get up, and then he's not
and
gonna
I could straight up. I'm calling this now. Later in the fight, 3rd, 4th, 5th round, I think Cory's taking him down.
Mm-hmm. To prove a point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, think about this also. We haven't talked about this. Cory hasn't fought anybody. Umar has. He's already gotten Cory out of his mind, kind of. At least maybe he was training differently for who he fought
Cory
last.
has.
They both.
Oh yeah. Fuck, that's right. But either way, they both have double the training camp in time to think about fighting each other.
Yeah.
So, and I think that favors Cory a lot.
I'm going to take Cory decision.
Decision?
Yep.
Disrespectful.
No.
It's tough.
I can see him,
Yeah,
TK. I
I'm
can
going
see him
decision, man.
cracking him, boys. I can see him hurting
He
him.
could.
I would love like another flying knee, Frankie Edgar style.
Yes. But he doesn't wake up.
Like ever?
And Cory does. And Cory doesn't feel bad about it.
At all.
Tapology.
This is a big.
Whoa. 855 votes, 52% Umar, 48% Cory.
Did all of Dagestan vote for this shit?
No, I thought it was gonna be like 90% Umar.
Based
Oh,
off
really?
of the
Yeah.
odds.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's fucking 17-0. Holy shit! Wow.
This is a super risky fight for Cory, obviously, but we will find out if Umar is the real deal or not.
Yeah.
And we know that Cory's
I mean, I
the real
think
deal.
Right.
Umar could be the real deal and still lose this.
Exactly.
in my
I agree with
opinion.
that.
Oh, okay.
I think he is,
I can see
definitely.
that.
I don't think he's just another padded
I mean,
Russian.
how old did I say he was? Like
28.
28. Okay, he's not like super young, but this is definitely the best guy he's ever fought.
Still, 28, and you're already fighting Cory Sandhagen,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's definitely got it set up for him.
I think Umar's good, but I think Cory's better.
Yeah.
Cory's proven. We've seen him. He's
He
a
can do,
psycho.
he can do it all.
And he's one of the most just straight up dangerous guys in the UFC.
and
dangerously likable and cute.
the beard, but with the stash being more prominent than the rest of the
I like
facial
it.
hair. That's a good look.
If you
Love
just said
he,
that,
he looks kind of
I'd be
cowboy.
like, no. But seeing it,
Right,
I'm like,
right.
okay, all right.
Like, you can have a beard, but cut shorter than your stash.
Yeah.
but the
And he pulls
stashes
that
are.
off.
I think that's just the timing of when they took that picture.
I don't know.
Because the stashes are always the thickest part.
Well,
They are,
And then
but,
the chin.
but that looks great.
He should lean into it.
I like it. Yeah,
He's almost just a little bit of
it's like a Kevin Costner
Just
kind of
the-
vibe he's got going on.
just the right amount of scruff,
Yeah,
but with a heavy
but
stash.
you keep that scruff right there. Keep that scruff.
And then you got Shara.
God, just a disgusting beard.
No stash, hardly.
Just a fucking goat beard.
Sam Patterson just won.
Yep. Arm triangle.
Long neck.
First round.
Anything-
Long neck. Got it done.
Anything else on this one?
I know.
No, dude. This is a good fucking card, man.
Cory's top 5 for me. Has been for many years. Love him. He's the shit. He's gonna win.
All right, I got a game for us. It's called yay or nay.
It's called Yay Get a Beer, real quick.
Yeah, you get a beer or nay. Get me a beer.
I like beer.
Yay or nay. If Mackenzie Dern wins against Loopy, obviously,
Okay.
her next fight will be a rematch with Verna. She has a win over Verna,
I'm going
we
to.
potted that.
and nobody in the UFC wants to give Verna a title shot. Mackenzie beats Loopy. Does she
but
rematch a girl ranked higher that she already beat?
I don't think
I'm-
Verna wants to take that.
I'm going to say nay because Verna is only going to fight down so many times.
Yeah.
But who's she going to fight going up?
That's the thing.
So I don't know.
I mean, maybe Yan Jiaonan, I guess.
Maybe.
But Tatiana's waiting.
That's a really good
For a title
and
shot.
difficult question.
I'm
be
going
honest.
to say nay for the time being because you could do the rematch with Lemos or Andrade if you're Dern.
Yeah.
Try to get either of those losses back. I don't know if she immediately jumps to Verna again. I know she does have the win, but that was a long time ago.
But also, I don't think it's her decision. I think it's Verna's decision.
I kind of agree with that too.
But I mean, if you're Verna and you're trying to play hardball like Ilya Taporia, they're gonna be like, "Look at you. We're not promoting you. We're not just handing you title shots.
Yeah.
You kind of got to do
Mm.
what they tell you to do.
This
Can
is
I
a
just
hard
can I
question.
say yay nay?
No. I'm saying nay also. But
I'm gonna say nay.
Yeah,
I'm
same.
gonna say, but I do like to think about that.
it could happen.
It could
Because of the win.
No, that's an interesting
Dern having the
question
win.
there.
All right.
Good job.
Thanks.
Well done.
I'm really smart. If Tony loses, this is his last UFC fight.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. It will be 8 in a row.
It certainly has got to be, yes.
Not
And listen, and Dana has been calling for his retirement for a little while now.
well. If this was last fight, it's a nay times 10 because he's gonna go fight in BKFC or some shit after.
Oh,
this.
gotcha,
yeah, I'm talking about you. I'm talking
No,
about
this
UFC,
will not
yeah.
be his. It'll be his last
But
UFC fight.
But what I'm saying is like he's not retiring.
So you're saying is the
This
question
is
last UFC fight?
UFC, but I'm
Yes.
just saying he's not retiring.
No.
Dana wants him to retire. He's not retiring.
yeah, no, they're gonna have to cut him.
He's gonna fight till he's 55.
Yay. Wait. So what was the question?
If he loses his last UFC fight,
Yes. Yay. Just yes. That's the correct
I'm
answer.
gonna say yay.
It should
Bro,
absolutely.
it's 8 in a row,
yeah,
man.
it should be yay. It should be
I'm
yay.
saying yay.
But it's Tony, you know.
But also, I mean, Chiesa's not like the worst fighter in the UFC. I mean, you could do a lot worse.
You could,
100%.
So,
but still, though, man.
yeah.
Nobody, man. 'Cause he's gonna be, dude. He's gonna be torn.
Dropping one to Patty.
He's gonna be torn to shreds online when he loses this fight.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't.
We'll see him at BKFC for sure.
Yes.
He might actually win over there.
I wouldn't
Maybe.
mind. For his mental health, I don't think I want to see that.
I don't really care about his mental health.
All right. If Chiesa loses this fight, this will be his last UFC fight.
Yay.
Be 4 in a row.
I might say yay, but it will be because he
He's
decides to.
Because he's got the desk and he's making
Right.
money.
But,
And he doesn't want CTE.
I mean, yes.
I'm
doesn't
not
wanna
going to
turn
say
into
he
Tony.
necessarily gets cut, but I think he will call
Step
it a
down,
career.
Yeah,
But, well, probably. But, like,
Because in his
losing
mind,
to Tony Ferguson
that's what I'm saying.
is a horrible look right now for Chiesa.
That's what I'm saying.
For anybody.
And that would be a perfect reason for him to go out on his own terms.
I think Verna beats Tony right now. It's not even
You say
funny.
Verna?
Yeah, it's not even funny. Like I don't even know why you guys are laughing.
I'd love,
It's not.
no, but I would love to see it.
I think I might pick Myrna.
No,
What?
no way.
How? Tell me how. Tell me
does-
how
does
Tony beats
Ferguson
her.
beat Verna?
Tony could fucking ankle pick her.
Oh,
over and
please.
over if
He
you
can't
wanted.
ankle pick nothing. He hasn't ankle picked nothing once in 1,200
That's
fights.
Yeah, exactly.
Or shoot
He
Imanari
could
rolls
hurt.
and unsuccessful ones.
Yeah, no,
I'm going to say yay.
but the fact that it is like an argument is crazy.
It's obviously not.
The fact that you have to kind of think for a second.
Yeah, you're like, oh well.
Tony's losing, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
But
He's done.
if Chiesa loses, I think he will go out. He will retire.
I just cannot. I mean, can you imagine losing to the guy who's lost 7 in a row and then like retiring? Like,
But at that point, you're not. That's not going to motivate you to get back in there again to
Yeah.
fight a better guy.
Right.
If you lose to
Yeah.
that guy, you're like, fuck. Like, what? Why am I in
That's-
here anymore?
That's where I'm at
that's
with
got to
it.
be like that will probably be like the worst way to go out, like of any guy that's retired, like current in the UFC at that
Yeah.
time.
Be tough.
But
Well,
if
Andre went out really shitty.
and no one even knew.
Nobody even
Yeah.
was,
That was-
not even
that was
talked
fucked.
about.
Yeah, but he lost. Was it a decision?
Yeah.
Yeah, but, he'd been knocked down on whatever. But
All right. Well, side note, it's Steven Urseg's birthday today. I don't know why.
Shout out.
Steve Urseg. I don't know why I call him Steven, like I know him, but
oh, Stevie, dude.
he's 29 today. Happy birthday!
Wow, he looks
Happy
older than all of
birthday.
us.
All right,
Happy C-Day, cuh.
Umar will hit 3 or more takedowns against Cory Sandhagen.
I'm going to
Nay.
say yay, but it's going to stop after 3.
I'm gonna say nay. I
Well-
think I can see 2.
Let's look at the numbers real quick, because the reason I made it 3
I don't
is
think
because
Corey's gonna make
in-
that mistake 3 times.
in his UFC fight, starting with his debut, he hit 5,
Fuck.
1.
Only 1 on Brian Kelleher?
Mm.
Yeah, he subbed
Was he
him.
just having
He
success
subbed
on
him
the
in
feet?
3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
3, 0, 5.
I'm going to say yay because Corey's
Dick.
get-up game is going to be good, which will give him more opportunities to get takedowns.
And
say
he has
nay.
more rounds to do
And he
it.
has way
I'm gonna-
more
I'm gonna
rounds.
say-
5-round fight.
Yeah, for sure.
He could hit 3 in the span of 25 minutes
He could.
and still lose the fight.
I just think that Corey is going to not let that happen. I see. You know,
Wow.
that's
That's deep.
I'm trying to just play out the whole fight in my brain
you don't
right
say.
now. Look, man, I just think that I think his fight IQ and his drive to prove everybody wrong, and especially with the disrespect on being that big of a dog, I think that he's going to read him and figure out like what his go-to quick shots are on him, and then he's going to stuff him from there on out.
I'm going to say yay because of 5 rounds, but also because
you guys aren't Cory fans.
Because of the Jailton taking Blades down 9 times was not.
Like he could dump him and then pop right back.
What they count as takedowns
Right.
is kind of
iffy. I
Okay,
think it's yeah.
Well, yeah, but what do we count as takedowns though? I mean, because sometimes people kind of do like get taken down, but it's not really a takedown.
Well, we're going off the odds, or not the odds. We're going off.
I want to go off.
stats.
I want to go off of Daniel Cormier.
Well, I mean, we'll be able to know.
Yeah,
without looking at stats.
He's not getting more than 3.
That's what I'm saying. If it's
3 or more,
3, it's going to be at least 3.
I'm gonna say nay.
I hope it's nay.
I think it's gonna be 2.
If it's more than 3, it's not going to be like maybe 4.
This is my prediction. First round gets takedown, probably controls Cory for a good portion of the first round.
Yeah.
Second round gets another takedown, but doesn't have any control and it goes nowhere. Then no more takedowns.
It's all early.
I'm gonna say yay. All right, last one. Cory versus Umar will end inside the distance.
No. Nay.
Yay.
It's going 5.
I'm really like kind of 50-50 on this. I know I said
I am too.
I said decision for Cory, but I could totally
It's
see
so
him
plausible,
finishing him.
Really?
Cory. It's
But
so
but
possible.
Cory-
By how though?
But
Like one of his jumping knee
Yeah,
shit?
anything
Yeah.
works. Spinning anything.
But is he going to open that kind of shit up knowing the takedown threat is there?
But also, Cory got finished by Aljo in like a half second.
How'd that one end again?
Taken down and rear naked choke, wasn't it?
Real quick. I think you're right. Yeah.
Well, fuck off.
Yeah, minute 28.
Quit bringing that
Wow.
horse shit.
I mean, that
up.
was also 4 years ago.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna say nay.
And then he absolutely murdered Marlon Moraes and Frankie Edgar.
I'm gonna say nay.
Yeah, I'm saying nay as
but
well.
I'm not confident in it. All right, this isn't a yay or nay. Last thing, we'll get out of here. Is there a chance, like what has to happen? Like what scenario has to happen where the winner of Fig and Cheeto get a title shot before the winner of Cory and Umar? Is there any scenario where that takes place?
I don't think so. If Cory wins, man, he's got it. He's right in line. He's got to be.
Yeah, bro. He should already be fighting for it, honestly. But
Yeah.
But Fig, hey, dude, think about all of the people that
Bantamweight.
Fig will have to jump who he's already jumped to get a title shot.
So Marab and Sean are fighting. Cory's number 2. Cheeto is 4. Fig is 6. So if Fig wins, they're flipping spots. That puts him at 4. Is Jan booked?
I don't think so. Let me make sure.
Dude,
I'm
Sean is going to beat Marab, and then he's going to lose to Cory after Cory beats Umar.
That'd be sick. Dude.
That's what's going to happen.
And I started out as a Sean hater. The guy's growing on me.
I love Sean.
I consider myself a fan.
Not booked.
yeah.
But
Not booked.
But I would rather see. I want to see Sean and Cory.
Yeah, everybody does.
Right.
Dude, people have been talking
I'm
about
going
that fight.
to say no, even though it wasn't a yay or nay or whatever. But Cory's next in line if he wins.
Yeah, 100%.
If he loses, though,
Why
then
would-
we
what-
are talking about something completely fucking different.
So
Do you think they want to
I don't.
fast track Fig through a whole nother division just so he can get a double champ status? Do you think
But he also carries the former champ
Right.
label.
Allure.
He's got that.
He's got the promotional little piece
Allure.
there with that. But
Former
the only thing,
flyweight.
what I'll say is like, if Umar beats Cory, I feel like the UFC or the writers or whoever the fuck does the rankings, some random guys that nobody's ever heard of. I don't know if they will shoot him up to 2. Like
No.
normally they take
They
the
can't.
spots.
That's a huge.
I don't think they
can't.
would do that,
You
No.
can't do that.
and I don't think Cory would go down to 10.
No,
I think you bump one down a little bit, you bump the other one up a little
If
bit.
Cory loses, what you want, they'll bump him down to like 4.
I guess let's do this. What percentage chance does the winner of Fig Cheeto get the shot before the winner of Umar?
It all depends on who
And-
wins the Cory fight.
What
Well,
percentage?
that's why you got to answer the question now before that fight, though.
I think it's close to like 40%. Like I think
I think it's even harder to put it in percentages.
Right.
That's
It's less than 50.
yeah. How much less?
I don't know.
35.
If Umar wins, I think that helps their case a lot.
If Umar wins, that helps Fig and Cheeto tremendously.
Yes.
But if Sandhagen wins, it is for sure him next.
I think if Fig wins, he still needs to get another 2 or 3 really solid wins.
But
No.
if Cory loses,
2 or
though,
3?
Maybe 2.
No.
If Fig wins, Cory loses. Fig, they might fuck around and give it to him.
I just don't like
if
that,
he
dude.
wins, he beat the guy that just fought for the belt.
I'm going to say 50-50. 50-50.
Wow. Fuck. That's a hot take there.
Yeah.
So Dylan,
It's-
can I say
you-
yes, no?
Guys, you don't. It's
I
so
know.
dependent on who wins and loses. It's hard to say.
I know, but that's why these answers from us need to be kind of biased.
It's
That point,
hard to
because
say.
because nobody knows.
I'm going to say 40% only because I think Cory's going to win.
Right. That's where my 50-50 is.
I'll take
50.
that.
I mean, that's kind of high actually.
Yeah.
I'll go with what you're saying.
40.
Yeah.
All right.
Because if Cory fucks around and loses, Fig wins. That helps out Fig so goddamn much.
Yeah. All
Cory
right.
doesn't fuck around though.
Any last thoughts on this card?
No, I'm excited for that one.
It's a good one.
Except I'm gonna be in fucking Vegas.
You're an idiot.
Man, that sounds horrible.
And doesn't it start at like 2 o'clock?
Me and John are going to be in Vegas for the Sphere.
11 p.m. our time, like early prelims or prelims.
So yeah, main card at 2. Probably.
Hey, I want to talk a lot. I'm serious about going to Vegas. I'm very serious about
All
it.
right. We'll talk about that.
I will watch this though.
Yeah. This is a good one. It really could be a pay-per-view if there was a title
Totally
attached to it. Thanks for watching. At HOR Podcast, Instagram, at Hungover Handwrite, TikTok. Our socials on the screen right now.
Yeah, come talk some
and
shit.
in the description.
Hey, are you a Manal Cop fan? Fucking hit us up, pussies. Fucking pussies.
By the time you see this, he will have already lost or won.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna end it at loss.
Yeah. I picked him to win, unfortunately, but
Yeah, I picked him to lose,
I did.
but I can see it.
it's
just don't like him. Don't
Anyways,
care.
I'm done talking about him.
See ya.
yeah, I don't know what else to say. All right, everyone drive safe out there. We'll see you next time.